Every person growing up, they have a dream that they want to fly. And for us, it's like we go into that dream that we are flying and we're flying together.
And we're just working together and feeling each other's movements.
And it's so beautiful.
And it's almost like a ballet dance on straps.
A pas de deux, 50 feet high in the air. British Cirque du Soleil performers Kevin and Andrew Atherton make it look so easy. There's no tricks, no wires, just the bond with each other to keep them aloft.
It takes us into our own little world, and the fact we trust each other implicitly helps immensely.
Kevin and Andrew work together, train together, and now in Montreal, as they prepare for the next show, they live together.
Biggest thing. Montreal. Yeah, I think so.
Each step, each breath seems to be in sync, but looks can be deceiving.
From early on, they were very different. I was a bit more the extrovert. You know, like I was more open, I was more expressive. Kev was more the introvert, more the thinker.
Kevin, the thoughtful one. Andrew, the troublemaker. And by 3 minutes, very much the bossy older brother.
I do remember one story where I wanted to be with all my friends playing, and Kev would be by himself reading a book, things like that, in the playground. I would always get into trouble. And the teacher would grab me and take me to they called it like a bad wall, put me on the bad wall, and I would just give a nod to my brother. He would come and take my place, and I would go back playing again.
I'd do the punishment for him.
Kev, come and...
That didn't happen for too long, because I think they figured out quite quickly the game we were playing.
So you're manipulating the little twin?
The way I would put it is like I would say, yes, I'm the boss, only when he allows me to be.
Yeah.
There was one place where they were equally dominant, the gym.
We always said, okay, if anybody's going to beat me personally, I would like it to be him. And that always happened. He would win one competition, I would win. And that continued from being young up until when we retired at 24.
In 1998, Kevin was ranked #1, looking forward to competing at the Commonwealth Games with his brother. But that dream came crashing down at a warm-up competition.
I heard a sound that I'd never heard before. So I ran over and I just saw his leg in a position it shouldn't be. And it brings like tears to my eyes to mention it. And it was straight away then I knew that, you know, he's not coming with me.
It was a very difficult moment, and I remember being in the hospital bed and just crying, because it was important for me, but I remember it being important for us. You have such a strong bond to someone, you're so close. So I think to see suffering and pain is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
And it always will be.
Champion gymnasts, the Atherton twins, had to learn that lesson the hard way. In 1998, with Kevin sidelined by an injury, Andrew vaulted to a silver medal at the Commonwealth Games, alone.
I think it was the hardest time of both of our lives, but at the same time, it was the proudest time. I got to sit and watch him do probably the best competition of his life. As soon as he finished, The first thing he said was, "This is for my brother." That was a very touching moment. Yeah.
That moment threatened to repeat itself when there was only one spot on the British Olympic team and 2 Athertons.
So we knew that only one of us would likely go. Would have been such a great thing, a highlight, and we wrestled with the decision very hard. But at that time also, Cirque du Soleil approached us.
You know, in gymnastics, we were individual sport. Suddenly we're thrown together in Cirque du Soleil at the age of 24. The first 3 months we fought like cat and dog, and we hated it.
Fight, separate, come back, work again, fight, separate. After maybe 3 months, something happened. It was a click, and we started to feel the other one's movements, and we essentially became one.
But one soon became 3 for Andrew, after falling in love with Gassia, another member of Cirque du Soleil.
Nice, yes. Wow.
He was just following in his twins' footsteps.
Yeah, we both have families, very, very different families. I was married first to Michel, my husband. I'm the gay twin, Andrew's the straight twin. Andrew didn't know that I was gay until maybe 23.
I had kind of like suspicions, and at that point when Kevin told me, for me there was no issue. Straight away I was like, you know, you're my brother, I love you. Whatever, whoever you are, that's you.
And I really should have discussed it with him, but I simply couldn't. So yeah, I would look at him and I would like, okay, why can't I be like my brother? I want to be more like him. Can we switch?
I was comfortable in that lifestyle with him when I went out to bars, and I was almost more gay than my brother when I was on, only because it wasn't a case of me just trying to make him feel comfortable or anything. For me, I was just happy, and I was more happy the fact that, no, he was happy.
Twins often develop different tastes. Linda hated oysters. I can't stand champagne. But how can such a fundamental part of human nature, our sexuality, be so different?
We've had arguments with people because they are convinced it's not possible. You're identical twins, you've got the same genetics. Surely you must both be either straight or gay. One of you is lying.
Still performing.
I'm taking care of my husband.
I'm putting back.
To
To the family, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah, they just done that one.
I've been very lucky. To me, it's like the jackpot, okay? Because when I met Kev, you know, and people ask me, oh, how is it the twin thing? Because, you know, is always with his brother. So I said, well, what I like in the lover, Kev has that. And what I like, truly, I'm saying that, no, don't cry, but what I like in a friend, Andy has that. You know, the humor, everything. So, I mean, it could not be better. And I know from day one, I know that the most important person in my husband's life is not me. It's his twin brother, and I have no problem with that.
We were talking about
We're talking about
actually
that the other day.
before. So I don't I didn't know if they will one day they will split up, you know, just will have their own life. I think it will be a bit hard for me.
It's weird because we kind of, when we're there 4 of us like that,
Yeah, it's like
I feel
it's like
complete.
a big family. Yeah, we are complete. This is our family.
Andrew and Kevin have managed to forge bonds that go beyond twinship.
As individuals, you're both so strong, but together, you know, like you're invincible almost.
You ready? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With the number that we do, there's no safety net. It's very dangerous.
Wow!
Okay.
Holy cow!
Felt the breeze then.
Oh God! Is Is that ever scary?
He is my personal safety net. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm so safe and there's no danger when I'm flying.
I know that he's going to put my safety before his own safety if anything goes wrong when we're up there, and vice versa.
I want to keep Linda safe, to be the anchor she can hold on to, and I won't let go. But leukemia treatment is brutal and dangerous. Ultimately something she has to do alone.